Hello again. I'll always be here waiting. Hello again.
Why are you in my closet?
Unfortunately, I don't know the answer to that either. Oh, I should say, I can't remember. Seems like the others were able to stop walking around the hotel the morning after they died. But I'm stuck in here.
Do you have a special attachment to that closet or something?
Perhaps, but I've been here since long before you were born. I don't even remember how old I am anymore.
Why are there dead people walking around here? Does it mean this hotel really is haunted?
I think so.
Does that mean I'm dead too?
No, you're fine. Your soul is overflowing with power.
Stop trying to make me feel better. You already told me you don't remember anything.
You're right, but I know you're still alive. That's the one thing I can guarantee. As for whether the others are dead or not, I suppose it's just a matter of perspective.
What do you mean?
Even if the body perishes, as long as the soul remains healthy, one's life may continue. Wouldn't you agree?
Now you're just confusing me. That thing you mentioned about the soul living on, does that mean there really is life after death?
You're horribly afraid of death, but you're also interested in the realm that lies beyond it, aren't you?
It's because I'm so scared that I want to know what lies beyond. If I find out, it might make me feel a little better. And if there really was life beyond death, then maybe I'd be able to reunite with people who've passed away.
Who do you want to reunite with? You don't need to tell me if you don't want to. I'll be waiting here in your closet until you're ready to talk again.
The truth is, back when I was a teenager, I once got a fever so bad that I just up and collapsed on the spot. It was so painful, like all the liquid inside my body was coming to a boil.
That sounds very serious.
It gave me nightmares, too.
Oh, like what?
I can still remember it clearly, as if I just saw it yesterday. I was walking alone on a pale white road I'd never seen before, staggering due to my high fever. Then I saw the dead coming for me, lured by the scent of my boiling blood, like animals drawn to the stench of death. They all grabbed onto me and started pulling my body in all sorts of directions. And they were strong to pull me apart, too. First my arms and legs, then my torso, and my head, stealing whatever they could for themselves. Finally, it occurred to me, oh, I'm going to die tonight. Then I could hear my father's voice in my head. He was speaking German, and it sounded so kind and gentle. Keine Angst. Don't be afraid. The next thing I knew, my body felt incredibly light, and I somehow survived. When I looked up, I saw my father there, crying. That was the last time I ever had one of my episodes, until the day my father passed away. One time, when I was 11 or 12, I snuck into my father's closet. I was looking for him, but he wasn't in his room, and I remembered how I used to sleep in there a lot when I was a kid.
You sound quite like the nosy kid.
I wasn't trying to snoop or anything, but I ended up discovering one of his secrets anyway, by accident. Letters from a woman. They were probably letters from an old girlfriend or a friend from his hometown. but for some reason, finding them made my heart start to pound.
Did you see the name of who sent it?
Only her initials, AP. There was a whole bundle of letters there, so they must have been in contact for quite a while.
I'll always be...
My scalpel hungers. What an uncommon specimen to encounter midst filth. Name yourself, creature.
And here, I presumed my reputation would precede me. Just how clueless can one person be, Marshal Bernstein? Or perhaps you prefer to be called Dominic Pepard.
You know my name? Doesn't feel like you're an ally, though.
I am Eve Jenkins, a world-class fashion model, if I may say so myself. I also happen to have 130 million followers on social media from all over the world. What's wrong? Surprised?
A truly useless number if I've ever seen one. Drowning oneself in obsequiousness, all in order to earn likes from people you don't even know. No different from a beggar on the street, if you ask me.
How rude. I suppose you really do operate on a completely different system of ethics than the average human.
Yes, because I never lie.
How admirable. But what about the young lady who's in there with you?
What do you mean?
Is she on board with all of your unique morals?
As far as I can tell, she has a degree of prudency about her.
Perhaps, as far as resisting the tide of the status quo is concerned. But that's not what I'm talking about. Do you think she'd be as cooperative if she ever found out about what you've done?
Stop beating around the bush and just say what you mean.
You're deeply connected to the death of Justine's father, aren't you, Dominic Pepard?
Yes, I am.
Not even going to try and hide it, are you?
Pointless. My servant is already aware of the circumstances.
I see. But what if the truth ends up being different from what she's currently envisioning? Hey, Justine, can you hear me? You can't trust this man. He's not the person you think he is. He's a true monster, cruel, cunning, and evil. If you want to know the real truth, you need to come over to our side. She can easily make all your dreams come true.
Oh, there you are again. Feel free to... Oh, there... Some people believe winning's all about luck. And they might not be wrong. No degree of skill can ensure constant wins. But you also need to be obsessed with winning, or you'll never get the chance to snatch up that luck. You follow me?
Intriguing.
I used to research as much as I could before each new game. No detail was too minute for me. With baseball gambling, I monitored the players' health and even checked to see if their significant others were sick or pregnant. For basketball, I estimated which way certain dents on the court would cause the ball to bounce.
What's your point?
I never lose.
So then we'll never be able to defeat you and have you modify one of our weapons.
Now, I never said that. I'm talking about the bigger game here.
Meaning?
Betting on you two may finally cause my clock to start moving again. My frozen time might finally be thawed at last.
So, what's some legendary hustler who had all of Las Vegas on its knees doing working as a dealer in a place like this?
A place like this? Where do you think you are right now?
I'm in a hotel deep within the Appalachian Mountains that looks like it jumped right out of a horror movie.
Good answer. I thought you were more of a fuddy-duddy, but you've managed to surprise me. You actually know a bit about pop culture.
Excuse me? Just who do you think you're dealing with here? I'm Dr. Carnival, one of the ancient titans.
Sorry, never heard of him.
So be it. Are you going to answer my question or not?
Let me just say that I'm here working as a dealer due to a pesky curse.
I see. So you're just another captive.
Something like that. Feel free to...
Find any new... Let me know if...
Hello again. I'll always...
Justine, can you hear me? You're here, aren't you? I know all about you. Even about this. Justine, you foolish girl. I warned you. If you won't join us, then you belong in pieces! Justine, you can hear me, can't you?
Oh, there. Feel free.
She works for the Border Patrol in New Mexico. Please, just tell her I love you.
Justine, you foolish girl.
You weren't supposed to see this form.
Change of despair!
Justine, you foolish girl.
Change of despair!
Justine, you foolish.
Chains of despair!
Justine, you foolish girl.
It was his form.
Chains of despair!
Eve Jenkins. Who'd have thought that the world-famous fashion model was actually some disgusting insect creature?
All humans hide their true faces from one another. Hers just happened to be uglier than most.
Guess it just goes to show that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. I'm not sure how much of this is true, but the files claim she's actually an extraterrestrial.
Ah, an alien, eh?
Not exactly. Apparently, she was born from unidentified DNA that traveled here on radio waves from outside of the Milky Way.
What are you talking about?
This DNA was named Drifter X by the scientists who studied it. According to their findings, it had the power to cure every type of illness known to man. And so, experiments began in a top-secret government facility in Utah, where they tried to merge Drifter X with human DNA.
Until, of course, the creature broke free from its creators and went on a rampage.
Exactly. Before the government could track it down, Drifter X grew into an adult woman and quickly attained high status within society.
Why a fashion model, though? If she truly wished to invade the planet, it would have been wiser for her to grasp military power.
Because Drifter X had only one simple goal: proliferation. The DNA itself possessed a special characteristic that allowed it to mutate, into a form that would prove most effective for mass reproduction.
In other words, it determined that outward appearance is the only thing that matters to Earthlings.
I wish I could disagree, but I suppose that's the case for the majority. She did really have over 100 million followers after all.
I see no evidence of any actual propagation occurring. However, what happened?
Apparently, she had a safety mechanism implanted within her. Her ovum were set to only respond to the blood type ABRH negative, which is possessed by less than 1% of the entire human race.
I see. So in the end, the Galaxy-class beauty was unable to find anyone who could fulfill her prerequisites.
How did the witch get in touch with an extraterrestrial like her, though?
The witch doesn't care what planet a being is from. As long as they have an obsession, she can use them. This creature clearly had a strong fixation on propagation, an easy opening for the witch to slide into.
A strong obsession, huh? Finally, at long last, I've returned to the surface. Ugh.
Your puking sounds far more reserved than usual. Has your body finally gotten used to crossing the threshold? What's the matter? You look like you want to say something.
Oh, no. I just can't seem to get what she said out of my head.
The bit about your father?
Yes.
If there's something you want to ask me, just go ahead. You know I won't lie.
Let me ask you again, then. That night, my father died while pursuing the legendary serial killer known as the Witch, right?
Correct.
And you were there too, when he died.
Also correct.
Did you kill him?
No, I didn't.
Who killed him then?
The witch, through some very thorough planning.
planning?
She likes to take her time and lead her targets to trust her before betraying them in the cruelest way possible. That's how she's always been.
Are you on my side?
Yes, of course. I swear on our noble contract that I am indeed your ally.
I thought you'd say that. All right.
Find any new clues? Apparently, this hotel's changed owners several times over the years. The oldest records state the hotel was first built by the Morningbell Mercantile Trust at the end of the 1700s. They eventually brought their families down here from the north and established a small town here called Villa Barcino.
Is that Latin?
Yes, I suppose it translates to Barcelona Village in English. Supposedly, the Mercantile Trust was founded by European immigrants. They were originally a group of Phoenicians from Carthage who used to trade along the Mediterranean. Another theory, however, says the trust was created by Greeks who had taken roost on the Iberian Peninsula. People can't seem to agree on it.
Either way, it seems like they've been around since the BC era.
That it does.
Then, several thousand years later, they built a new home for themselves on the other side of the world.
That's where the romance ends, I'm afraid.
What happened?
Right after they finished building their village, a certain incident led everyone to believe it was cursed. Mercantilism was at its height in 1700s America. And the Morningbell Mercantile Trust was one of our country's many mercantile entities. Shortly after they finished building their village, a strange epidemic spread throughout the region.
An infectious disease?
It could have been the Black Plague, but at the time, the plague bacillus still had yet to be discovered. And so, the locals got to thinking that perhaps their new neighbors were the ones responsible for the curse. What if the newcomers from the north were actually witches who'd escaped the recent trials?
That seems a bit far-fetched, even for the olden times.
Ah, but the mercantile group was led by women, and gender equality wasn't much of a thing back then.
But that was almost a century after the Salem witch trials, wasn't it?
That's exactly the point. Witches never die. Witches never age. A mob consumed by that mentality ended up attacking the village.
What happened in the end?
As far as I can tell, all those who took part in the mob ended up dying, and the village remained unscathed. It was named the Friday Witch Hunt Incident in an old document I found. Apparently, there used to be a large restaurant next to the hotel, but it was closed up after an unfortunate incident. It was called the Long Pig Steakhouse. Terrible name, don't you think?
You think that steakhouse is related to your sister's disappearance?
I don't know, but I'm going to investigate every possible clue.
True. That is a basic rule of any good investigation. What was the unfortunate incident?
One Thanksgiving, a young man delivered some turkeys to the steakhouse and never returned home. 18 hours later, he was found hanging in a freezer in the back of the steakhouse. He was still alive, but all 4 of his limbs had been chopped off, and he could barely communicate.
That's really gross.
The head chef at the time became the lead suspect, and he's still on the run. According to the records, this is what the chef said to the delivery boy. "You murdered these poor birds? What are you, a serial killer?"
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Beats me. But that was the last thing the delivery boy remembered before he woke up in a freezer with all his limbs chopped off. They managed to save his life, but he supposedly swore off meat from that day forward.
That doesn't surprise me.
There's more to the story, though. The steakhouse put on a lavish event that Thanksgiving where they served a massive smorgasbord of turkey meat. But afterwards, all the turkeys the boy had delivered were found wrapped up in the freezer, as if no one had ever touched them.
You mean...
I guess no one will ever know for sure what really happened. All the evidence got lost in the customers' stomachs, after all. Let me know if there's...
E-commerce is where it's at these days.
I heard a rumor about the boiler in the basement.
These...
Rumor has it.
Want to know how an acquaintance of mine survived the Great Depression?
Oh my. There are other drinks besides milk that soothe heartburn as well. Here's some more advice for your ears only. Take, for example, apple juice. The pectin in the apple skin has the power to help the intestines regulate themselves. Therefore, drinking apple juice is not only nutritious, but also good for cleaning out the digestive tract.
That sounds great! Perfect for the symptoms I've been having, too.
There is one downside, however. Apple juice contains a great deal of sugar, and it loses a lot of its fiber in the juicing process.
Meaning?
You run the risk of making your blood sugar skyrocket. Nothing to worry about for a perfectly healthy individual, but you should refrain from drinking it after strenuous exercise or when your stomach is particularly empty. If you were to chug apple juice when your blood sugar is already low, it would create an insulin explosion, causing your blood sugar to violently fluctuate.
Ah! You're scaring me! I didn't want to hear about that. Isn't there anything normal I can drink without worrying about any weird limitations or side effects?
Not a fan of the apple, eh? Huh. In that case, how about hot water?
Hot water?
Yes, hot water is the best way to deal with heartburn. If you like, I could boil some spring water I collected from a nearby stream and serve it to you once it's cooled down.
Okay. Can I have some?
Of course. That'll be $24.55 for one glass, Ms. Marshall. Shall I bill it to your room? I'll accept it.
Rumor has
These...
Rumor has it that we'll...
Oh my. Have you tried playing the pinball game that appears in your dreams?
I don't know.
Ah. You don't want to tell me about it, do you? So be it. Considering the times we live in, it's indeed wise to choose one's allies and enemies carefully.
What do you mean?
In these times, it'll be tough to survive if you choose your allies solely based on who's kind to you and who isn't. Everyone wears a mask, after all.
You're on my side, right?
That depends on how you look at things.
What's that supposed to mean?
Currently, within Hotel Barcelona, you're the topic that most often graces my ears. Everyone wants to ride on the winning horse. They're watching you carefully, and not even your slightest efforts escape their eyes.
Really?
You're in the ear of the storm. The eye, I suppose. And I do believe it's going to become the biggest storm in the history of this hotel.
Are you trying to say that my actions are going to affect everyone's futures? And could even ruin their lives?
Yes, you can certainly interpret my words in that manner.
Well, that's a problem. I'm only here because of personal reasons. I don't want to feel responsible for other people's futures as well.
That's certainly a very irresponsible thing for you to say.
Why?
You are aware of how powerful you are, yet you would rather choose to ignore it. Then you're no different from a thief who steals a bell while plugging their ears up to pretend like nothing's wrong.
That's not what I'm trying to do.
But it's the truth, is it not?
Then what am I supposed to do? Is there no way to make everyone happy in the end?
A difficult question, to be sure. Everyone wants something different, just as our ears all have different shapes. And wouldn't you agree that dreams of the future are simply that? Dreams that could easily fade away like the faintest of clouds?
Then what am I supposed to do?
I haven't the foggiest, but I do hope you find the answer soon. I'll accept any number.
Rumor has
These NKOTB pens are pretty rare.
I heard a rumor about the boiler in the basement.
E-commerce.
I lost so many.
How are you enjoying?
Are you sure my room's really safe to sleep in?
What exactly do you mean?
You said that everyone who slept there killed themselves afterwards, right? I'm scared. I mean, it feels a bit too special to me.
Oh, you needn't worry about that, Miss Bernstein. Not everyone who slept in that room ended up committing suicide, you know.
Huh? Oh, right. I guess you didn't necessarily say everyone. Sorry for jumping to conclusions.
But if you're asking me whether or not I think that room is cursed, I'd have to say the possibility is very high.
Huh? Wait.
In the 1920s, there existed a woman who had a very special love for our hotel.
There's more to this story?
But of course, Miss Bernstein. Now that I've told you this much, you can't expect me to just stop all of a sudden. Please listen to the end, won't you? I'll skip over the details, but in short, she loved bathing to such a degree that she always took 3 bubble baths a day. One morning, a housekeeper knocked on her door before entering to clean it and got no response. The woman wasn't fearing an accident occurred and left without any choice. The housekeeper used a master key to enter the woman's room. And once she got inside, she saw...
Okay, I get it. The woman committed suicide, right?
Wrong.
Wrong? Then what happened?
When the housekeeper opened the door to a room, she heard a strange noise coming from the bath. Squelch. Slurp. Gulp. She nervously went over and opened the door to the bathroom and saw the woman sucking blood from the corpse of a dead puppy. The moment she lay eyes on the woman, the housekeeper let out a shriek and tried to run, but she slipped. Soon, someone else overheard the commotion and ran into the room, only to see the woman happily sucking blood out from a wound on the fallen housekeeper's body. Ever since then, rumor has it that you can hear the sound of blood being slurped in the bathroom at night.
I should have known better than to ask you another question about that room.
Please let me know if there's anything else.
Find any new... After the Friday witch hunt incident, outsiders made sure to keep their distance from the village.
Makes sense.
But once people started to forget about it, the village was sold off again. And around the year 1800, someone turned one of its old mansions into a lodging facility. The Twilight Border Unification Fund, Black Rose Scientific Group, and Golden Friendship Society were all involved in managing the property as well.
The shady history of the area lured in a bunch of occult groups, huh?
It ended up becoming a very popular lodging facility.
As if we needed more proof that this whole area's cursed.
Time passed, however, and in the 1980s, Antlers Pharmaceutical became the new owners of the property and completely remodeled everything. Apparently, it was only thanks to a lone female executive that the hotel became so modernized.
She was able to wash its past away, huh? I guess that's a good thing.
Not exactly.
Why not?
Some people think Antlers Pharmaceutical was originally started by people from the Morning Bell Mercantile Trust.
But if Antlers Pharmaceutical was started by people from the Morning Bell Mercantile Trust, that would mean the hotel's original owners reclaimed it after several hundred years.
And that's not all.
What else could there possibly be?
The Twilight Border Unification Fund, Black Rose Scientific Group, and Golden Friendship Society were all originally offshoots of the MBMT as well.
You mean Morning Bell was a very old group from Europe that simply changed its name in order to retain ownership over this land for generations and generations?
That's right. I've never encountered something so unsettling before.
Why is this land so important to them?
There must be something very special here. Something that both of us still have yet to discover. Let me know if there's